Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't going to do this live stream, but Congress, or I should say, the committee in Congress released its final report blaming Trump, but not issuing any criminal referrals against Trump. Or, sorry, not the DOJ did not indict or charge Donald Trump, but Congress released its final report, and we'll talk about that. And they want to ban Trump from office, but you have Republicans coming in a couple of weeks. They will be sworn in just a couple of weeks. And so hit subscribe to this channel. So that is going to prevent any recommendation from this report from being implemented or the major recommendations pertaining to Trump in 24. Hit subscribe to my super chat. I cannot do this without you. I wanted to do just a quick live stream to address this and to give you some context. Hit subscribe to this channel, to my super chat. I cannot do this without you. This is an historic event in that it is the culmination, the basically the end of a 2-year investigation where Trump did not really need to be investigated by Congress. We have the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So to my super chat, if you want to talk about anything within the next however long we do this live stream, your super chat support is greatly appreciated. Be here tomorrow every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time for YouTube segments on this channel. Now, the interesting thing about this committee report is that it did not lead to charges or indictments by the Department of Justice. I don't think people really understand. Sheila, hello. Everybody here, hello. I don't think people really understand how all of this should be viewed. The Department of Justice had 2 years. Merrick Garland had all of 21 and all of 22, or most of 21 and all of 22. Okay, congressional Democrats had 2 years. It was a terrible day. I condemn that day. Trump shouldn't have had that day in January. However, he did not compel or tell people to commit any crimes. That's why he hasn't been charged or indicted yet. Okay? Not going to trip again. Exactly. The issue here is, did he commit a crime? Okay, he's protected under the First Amendment. The Twitter officials, we learned, I think it's Twitter Files Part 2 or 3. Twitter officials didn't even think that he broke guidelines or protocols. They had to just say, look, we just think that he should be removed from the platform. Okay, other world leaders actually did break protocol. Other world leaders actually did break Twitter guidelines, but they stayed on the platform and Trump was banned. We know now that government agencies were working alongside Twitter officials to just basically remove and silence and censor conservatives on that platform. Okay? Exactly. So, Jeff, Donnie, hello. So basically what's taking place is that they couldn't find anything after 2 years. Yes, it was a terrible day, but Trump did not tell anyone to commit crimes. Believe it or not, people have free will. And what Democrats like to do, or media, they like to say anytime there's a disagreement politically, any rhetoric from Trump or Trump Republicans, any viewpoint, any idea, um, disagreement, dispute, argument, where a conservative viewpoint is expressed that directly leads to an atrocity, that directly leads to mayhem, chaos, and that directly led to January. Okay? They had 2 years to find out that Trump, uh, they had 2 years to find out that Trump organized and motivated or gave incentive or had something directly to do with individuals involved in chaos, mayhem, property damage, okay, clashing with law enforcement. They couldn't find anything. It was just this was a repeat of the first impeachment. The second impeachment, by the way, took place without him being indicted. So you have to ask, well, why hasn't he been indicted? That's number one. The first question to ask is the following: why hasn't he been charged? Why hasn't he been indicted? That's number one. So if you are a morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrat and you stumble upon this live stream, number one, why hasn't he been indicted? Okay, because you could find laws broken with servers with top secret intel being siphoned outside of the US government onto private servers. You can definitely find laws being broken then. Okay? High tones. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. And Happy New Year. Chag Sameach and Happy Hanukkah as well. Happy holidays to everybody. Why wasn't he indicted? Why wasn't he charged by the Department of Justice? You had 2 years to find out exactly why. Okay, you had 2 years to gather evidence. The Federal Bureau of Investigation initially stated there was scant evidence. Scant evidence that Trump had anything to do with January. Ronald Foos, hello. Ronald, hello. Thank you for being a member. To the members on this channel, thank you. So they want to bar him from office. The second question is, why do they want to ban him from office if they can't find any evidence to charge him in a court to prosecute him in a court of law? The whole point here is that they want to ban somebody without being able to prove in a court of law that person committed a crime. Okay? They want to ban Trump from office. They want to ban Trump from office without being able to prove in a court of law that he committed a crime. And that's not going to fly. So January 3rd is when I believe just right around the corner. Less than 2 weeks from now. Pony Soldier! Thank you so very much starting off the super chat. If you want to say anything within reason via the super chat, greatly appreciated. Toy Mafia, hello. Pony Soldier, thank you. The second thing to ask is why are they going to ban Trump from office in 24 when they can't prove in a court of law that he committed a crime? So number one, why haven't they found evidence that Trump committed a crime or organized efforts to, overthrow, whatever you want to why haven't they been able to find evidence of a crime? And then two, why are they so desperate on banning him in 24? Considering the fact that Kinzinger and Cheney voted over 90% of the time in Congress for Trump. That's an issue that I don't think really people really understand or really care about. Okay. Kinzinger and Cheney voted over 90% of the time in Congress for Trump. When they were in Congress alongside Trump, they voted 90% of the time. When Trump was for a specific bill or when he wrote an executive order, signed an executive order, Kinzinger and Cheney sided with Trump. They voted alongside Trump. They were their politics aligned with Trump over 90% of the time, according to 538. So You have to ask yourself, what is it that's so extreme about this man, aside from he does not communicate uh, in the traditional manner that most Republicans or Democrats communicate. So he will tell you exactly how he feels. There's no filter. So aside from that, what it so the report, and I've read a lot of it, not all of it. It's hundreds of pages. Alleges, insinuates, accuses, but can't prove much. Same with impeachment. You have a lot of very smart people who don't like Trump saying a lot of things that they think he did. Okay. Chico, hello. Sarah, hello. Donnie, hello. There are a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, who have said a lot of things about Trump within this report. There's testimony, there's this, there's that, but there's not enough to actually charge or indict him or prosecute him. You don't actually need. See, this is the bizarre thing. If they want to indict Trump, and I think eventually, if they impeach Biden, when they impeach Biden, that'll give them incentive to indict Trump just to knock him out of 24. Then they'll get DeSantis, and DeSantis is actually a better politician. They'll have a tougher time with DeSantis. They would have a much tougher time with DeSantis. And I'm not even sure if an indictment would prevent Trump. And I'm not 100% sure if they would even have the votes in the Senate to prevent Trump. I'm not exactly sure if Congress could actually ban a president from running or ban a candidate from running. So I think a lot of this would be symbolic. Very similar to a criminal referral by Congress. So it took them 2 years to refer to issue a criminal referral. Then it took them 2 years to release the report. The Durham report will probably be more incriminating than this, because the Durham report will have all the um, all the surreptitious, you know, efforts to accuse Trump of things he didn't do. Okay, so we already know from the Durham probe was a disappointment. Richard, hello, Richard. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Latinos for Trump. Thank you so very much. Latinos for Trump 2024. Thank you, Richard. Merry Christmas to you. Richie, Marty, Sarah, and Lucy, Merry Christmas to you. And to the members on this channel, thank you so very much. Everybody, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Richard. I just think it's very interesting that we have a political system based on public relations. Rob, hello in the UK. Rob, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, Rob. We have a political system in this country based purely on public relations. Purely on public relations. And it's almost as if you accuse somebody of something and you truly believe, or a lot of people accuse a person of something and they truly believe that person is guilty, they don't even have to prove it in a court of law. That's the way the political system is. Now, here's the thing. Trump he gave them the ability to do this. Trump gave them the ability to do this. So he shouldn't have had that day. The optics, the fact that people lost their lives, 4 of the 5, the vast majority of the people who lost their lives were supporters of Trump. One woman was unarmed. Okay, yet you never hear about that woman. You never hear about the Trump supporters. You just hear about how bad Trump is and how he's complicit or culpable of everything. Well, I'm not making a direct correlation in terms of why people demonstrated. I agree with why people demonstrated in the summer. I don't agree. So I agree with why peaceful people demonstrated all throughout that summer. But I don't agree with 14,000 arrests. I don't agree with 19 lives lost. I think that's terrible. And I think that's terrible that you had um, uh, $1 to $2 billion in property damage. Where's Adam Kinzinger and Cheney? Where? Samuel Hendrickson. Merry Christmas, Goodman. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Samuel. Greatly appreciated. Your support is so appreciated. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you for watching. I look forward, Samuel, to this year. I think the channel is going to do well this year. I think the channel is going to do well. I'm hoping. Samuel, I'm hoping. And I think we will. Because you have a Trump Republican House of Representatives. You still have the Senate as Democrat, barely, barely. But you have like Sinema as an independent, Manchin as a wild card. So they might have they could very very easily need the vice president as the tiebreaker. Samuel, thank you again. Thank you again, Samuel. Let me ask you this question. Samuel, everybody here. I'm going to schedule or I'm going to do 2 YouTube segments every morning that I want people to expect. What are the times what are the best times? So, what are the best times for morning morning what are the best times I should schedule 2 morning YouTube segments? So, what are the best times? Uh 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. or 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think are the best times? Samuel, everybody here. 8 a.m. Okay, then I'll stick with 8 a.m. James. So this would be Pacific. I should have said Pacific. What are the best times I should schedule 2 morning YouTube segments? 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Pacific, or 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 p.m. Pacific? 8 and 11 a.m. Okay. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, you have a situation where, all right, so then 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. I think the people have spoken. All right. So yeah, I think that thank you, Samuel. Thank you again. Thank you. Hill ABC, hello. The Bill ABC TV, hello. Um, the issue, ladies and gentlemen, here is, and we'll wrap this up really quickly. I wanted to do a quick 20-minute segment. They didn't indict anybody. They didn't charge anyone. Republicans are Republicans are going to be in Congress within 2 weeks. And this didn't prove anything other than it was a bad idea to have those demonstrations. Other than that, Trump did not commit a crime. Hit subscribe to this channel. Thank you, Samuel, everybody here. Be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. God bless you all. Thanks so very much. Merry Christmas to everybody. I wanted to do this quick live stream. It's an historic moment, but I think people should take it into context. If they didn't have enough to indict, I don't understand why Democrats want Trump barred from office, but we do understand. Donnie B! Donnie B, thank you so very much. Sandiford! There is no legal way to block him. Exactly. Donnie B, thank you so very, very, very much. There is no way to block him. Exactly. There really isn't. There really... Samuel! I work all night at 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Central Time. Well, I'm glad that's right. That's right. That's right. Remember, I'm glad you're watching. I am glad you're watching. Very glad. Samuel, thank you again. That's right. I remember Donnie B. Thank you so very much, Donnie B. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Sandiford. Thank you, Sandiford. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Please be here tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. A very important upload. Donnie, thanks so much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy holidays to you. Thanks, everybody. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so very, very, very much. Thank you. I wanted to do this quick live stream and discuss these issues. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Samuel, thank you again. Donnie,